Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME and welcome back to another episode of Assassin's Creed Origins. Where we last left off was that we finished off another side quest. I think we did a bit more to the Bayek's promise, I believe. Yeah, right? No, we just got through a tomb and just basically got a free additional ability point. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so yeah, that's where we left off, but additionally we did finish the side quest as well. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. So today's episode, or this episode in particular, we're going to literally finish this game. The main part of this game, that is. Because we're going to fast travel to wherever the quest is. Let me go ahead and mark it, because it literally, I unmarked it, apparently, because I was like, I'm not going to do it just yet. And I was like, okay, well, now I'm doing it now. So let's go ahead and grab to the Alexander Lighthouse, I think it is. Alexandria's Lighthouse. But yeah, I'm looking forward to how this game ends. I still haven't known too much about how this game is going to end, because I only know exactly that what we're going to be doing and less so of what the hell is going on. Yeah, so I don't know. I really hope to figure it out. Why is it? Oh no, this is not the place. Okay. I hopefully forgot. I have literally forgotten that was to go back to the prison thing. Never mind, that's not a place I want to go to. I literally realized, or that's not a prison, but it's like a prison in a way. It's partially a prison and then partially sort of like a guarded area, I guess. So I messed up thinking that was the place I need to go to. Alright, cool. Oops, wrong one. I forgot that. I guess I got too used to playing Spider-Man that I keep pressing R2 as a way to run faster, but it's like I can't. But yeah, I've been playing a lot more Spider-Man lately, so if you're wondering, that's where all my time is sunk into for the time being so far. But I'm hopefully gonna try to get more Assassin's Creed Origins done hopefully soon, because I do want to finish this before the summer ends, so that next time when I start up again with any other Assassin's Creed, it would be either Revelations or Odyssey. But for now, I don't know what I'm gonna get into yet. But hopefully we'll figure that out soon, or sooner or later, because I do not know what to do. I really don't know. I don't know what to expect here in general. So we'll see. We will see. Alright. We need to grab a boat, but we don't have a freaking boat. Oh, loot. I'll take that. Oh, free hard leather too. Nice. I'll take it. But yeah, I don't know what to expect here while walking over here. So let's see. So the last time we did the main mission, we know that we had to follow Caesar off, or we need to chase after Caesar off into Rome, because apparently Caesar already ran off to Rome. Is the automatic AI coming in out of nowhere? Is there just a random free boat out of nowhere here? Why is it parked under here? That's the other question. See, this is kind of always making me wonder, like, do they just load up the boat and not say anything? It's like, we don't want you to explore the game's option in swimming. Instead, we'll give you a boat out of nowhere for free. It happens so many times now so far. It's just annoying a little bit. But it's like, I understand why they want you to... Come on. Is it stuck? It is stuck, isn't it? I think it's stuck. Because the sail is too high up there, I think. I'm gonna bump into this guy just to screw him over. Give me your boat instead, actually. Because your boat is way easier for me to handle. Jesus. Oh wow, he actually jumped into the water. Alright, there we go, let's go. I don't care what you're thinking. I just need to get the heck going. But yeah, I mean, they just spawn random boats, and then they're just like an AI. A random AI just says, hey, get on board, kind of idea. It's just like, didn't expect you to be here and don't want you to be here, but okay, I guess. Like, sometimes I want to swim, you know? Like, personally swim, and sometimes I don't want to. But, I don't know. Sometimes it just is unnecessary sometimes, but...
Guards here are vigilant.
Die, die!
What? What? I just literally walked past this area. It's just a mistake. What are you guys doing? I bet I can't get to them because... There we go. Alrighty. Good enough. But yeah, we're chasing after Caesar because Septimius escaped with Caesar to Rome. But at the same time, Aya didn't get to... Ooh, this tree looks cool. The texture is different from the rest of the trees I've seen. Unless I probably don't pay attention to the trees much. Probably that. Alright, where the heck is Aya? Here she is.
Our victories have multiplied, our bond not so.
We could never have been. Everything has told us our love is impossible.
You are right. Something bigger has called us. But our love lives in the duat.
Only now we are letting go.
Let the gods decide.
The gods are dead.
What? Has Aya lost faith? Faith? I
We
mean...
must sacrifice our personal lives for the greater good. All this darkness was for a reason.
I was wrong to be so reckless in public without killing. We must work in the shadows.
Egypt has fallen. Greece also. And Rome will fall too. All will fall to the creed, yet no one will know.
When we assassinate only those who deserve it. The few sick souls who try to control us. But they will never know who we are. Cold, calculated, poets of the kill.
I am fine with this. I am not a father anymore. I am not a husband. I am not a Magi. I am a hidden one.
Excuse me? What?
Yes. We are the hidden ones.
So that's what the
We sharpen
DLC
our
was
blades
mentioning.
and pull what hope is left from this foul earth.
Good. Bayek of Siwa. What are you of now?
A new creed. Ours is finished.
I don't know what that is. Oh, I see. That's so weird, dude. The Assassin's Creed. Yeah. I mean, okay, so here's... I have a slight little problem. I'm not saying it's a big problem, but the death of love. Classic challenge completed. Okay, I never even got to this point yet, so... It's fun to realize that you kind of got to the challenge finally. I don't know, I just feel like this is just a little bit too cheesy a bit. A little bit. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just a little bit cheesy. It's a little bit too painfully obvious, I guess I would call it.
Habibti, I should have listened to you.
Oh no. Who's this? Abstergo or...
Those don't need to be your last word.
Oh, it's William!
Who the fuck are you?
Does the name William Miles ring a bell?
That's Miles' father.
Then you know who I am. We, the assassins, have been watching you.
Really?
It's unusual for an Abstergo employee to take an interest in a country's revolution.
You're not wrong there.
We know about your work with the Animus. Astounding what you and Deanna were up to. They played you, didn't they? Sophia Ricken made you so many promises.
Enough! We're not talking about her.
Sure. Plenty of other subjects to cover on our ride to Alexandria.
Don't assume I'm going anywhere with you.
What?
Well, let's look at your options. You can come with me, or you can stay here and do the dance of death again and again until you make a mistake. They only need you to make one. There's no going back to your old life, Layla.
I never planned to.
But you'd finally be able to work on the Animus project. Our version of it.
What?
And with us, you'd always have the freedom to do things your way.
Oh.
Fine. Let's do this.
Interesting.
That doesn't mean I'm on your side.
Good enough.
Another thing I'm kind of curious about. Oh, yeah, the challenge is there again. All right, so of course, partially I'm kind of curious. Why the hell how did he know our location so quickly? And why isn't Abstergo sending more people on us though? That's the other question.
Best way to avoid this jerk is to get back in the Animus.
Hey. He's a dude with like at least some sort of like justice in mind, you know? Like he's not willing to sacrifice his, you know, his creed to hurt the others and such.
Bayek. We've been looking for him for so long, and you found him.
Technically, Abstergo found him.
Oh.
Yes, but you lived him. I can't wait to hear the stories you have to tell.
Ah. So William was a little bit intrigued about Bayek's history still. So, yeah, I mean, I understand that Bayek is like the first, or one of the many, or maybe it is one of the many first. I don't know if it's true, but in general, he's marketed, or I don't know why I say marketed. He's been told to be the first person to, like, lead the Assassin's Creed to be an Assassin's Creed.
It's like an hourglass.
What? Where? An hourglass? I'm sorry, I'm just looking at what the hell she was talking about. Oh wait, is it this thing? Yeah, well, I mean, that looks like an hourglass, obviously. But yeah, in general, it's just like, I don't know, like, I kind of knew that Bayek was supposedly the first assassin for the Assassin's Creed series. Like, he's like the original first one, quote unquote. But for me, I feel like throughout the game, at the beginning of it, maybe like 75%, maybe even 80% of this game so far, has been just him being a warrior and sort of the police of Egypt kind of thing. Like, he's just acting like that. He's not acting like he's an Assassin's Creed kind of thing. The car is broken still, as usual. How the hell did William get here, though? That's the other question.
How did this make it through the storm?
Maybe William set that up while sitting and waiting. Imagine he's the one who sent the soldiers at us. Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it though, but I can't move the camera as fast when I'm out here. What the heck? When I move inwards, I can actually move my camera like normal speed. That's kind of weird. But it's kind of cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're probably borrowing the scenery from one of the parts of the Assassin's Creed stuff out there. What the heck is that? Is that a parachute? Did he parachute in here? Or are those...
Shouldn't get too far from the cave.
I know, but I want to see the parachute. The parachute's just a new detail that I didn't pay attention to a lot earlier from today's time, I guess. It's a lot different from whatever happened last time. It's kind of weird. Like, that thing just showed up out of nowhere as soon as, like, I came out of here. What the heck? Anyways, I don't know if there's any secret.
What are we waiting for, then?
Extraction helicopter. It'll be here in an hour. Go back to the Animus if you like. I know its charms are compelling.
Alright, cool. Understandable now at this point. Really read this, but...
I can read this.
Alright, pause and read that, of course. My assumption is that eventually she's going to be able to read everything, almost. Because living the life of as Bayek is, like, going to give her the meaning of how to read other things quickly. But anyways, in general is... Wait, what is this?
Generator's holding up. Good job, Layla.
Alright, let's check out the PC though.
There might be something left to do in there.
These articles on hidden chambers, always so misguided. Always missing crucial information.
Well, it's important to miss some crucial information. Obviously because it needs to protect the consumers and the audience from any danger, of course. But anyways, give me a second. I need to do something before I continue forwards here. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back. Sorry about that. It was a very quick thing to do. Sorry, I'm just looking at my drink as well. But anyways, yes, let's check out her computer because I don't know what has changed though. Pause and read, of course. But I'm assuming she's just talking about the story about Bayek and Aya and how they're kind of related, it looks like, to D and her, I guess. No, maybe not. I don't know. It seems like something like that. Okay, looks like she's trying her best to struggle through this animus thing, but Aya is going to Rome. Brutus and Cassius are going to help her build an organization there. She's going to take out Caesar and Septimius. They have it coming. So yeah, in general, I feel like, oh, wait a minute. Pause and read this, of course, but I'm going to slowly go through this one. Right there. And somewhere around fire born from the bellows of Los Alamos, I think is the last part of it. Alright, cool. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just a majority of the time, let me double check something, I realized I didn't check something else. Male, probably. None, okay, never mind. Nope. And D is dead and gone. I'm so sad. Oh, this is actually going to the menu. Where you went through the trash. Weather's degrees, 16 degrees Celsius, which is kind of cold, isn't it? 16 degrees is like... 16 degrees Celsius is like about 50-ish, I think. I might be wrong. 50 degrees Fahrenheit or something. No, it might be room temperature. Never mind. It might be room temperature. It might be the weather inside rather than outside. But yeah, it just feels awkward just to see that the Assassin's Creed thing comes up kind of like a lot later, and it's like, I don't know, I just feel kind of like this whole game could have been like that to begin with, like had this kind of starting point of like constantly doing assassinatory things, but then it's like it's telling it pretty late and then making it weirdly obvious, painfully obvious about how the assassin's symbol is being made, how they feel about love versus assassinatory things, which honestly Ezio never, or Altair actually, by all honesty, did not sacrifice love for the things he had to do for assassin's work. Do you want to return to the Animus? Obviously, yeah. Got nothing else to do outside. We have to wait for the frickin' helicopter too to pick us up, but we're not able to get it yet. But yeah, it's like, it's just painfully weird, to be honest, that everything just shifts into an Assassin's Creed style after that whole shabacle of like fighting as a warrior kind of style. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing though that they're at least bringing it backwards a little bit towards it.
Is that for Foxidas? A gift?
Scared her, damn it.
It's a relic. I don't want to talk about it, Damastis.
Isn't that Bayek's? Let me have it. I'll give it to Foxidas myself. He loves these things.
Dude.
I'll kill you. How about that? I'm in no mood for compromise today.
Huh. Teaches you to not get involved with people who are not happy.
Neapolis in the crack of morning. With strong wind, you'll be standing in Rome's forum in 2 days' time. It's over between you and Bayek, eh? I can feel... No decision is easy. You are a chosen one. And now you are free. Like me.
So begins a new day.
I don't think that she needs to sacrifice the love, honestly. I honestly don't think she needs to sacrifice it, but then I guess she herself is doing it. It's not Bayek's fault, honestly. Bayek is just doing his own thing.
Up the tempo.
So that means that the rest of the game is just Aya, basically. Like, we're just playing as Aya. I just feel kind of weird because throughout the whole game it's always been Bayek. It's never been Aya only. But it's just so dumb just to be out of nowhere also breaking their love together. Like, I don't get it. That's just the other issue with it too. Like, they didn't build up that moment of them falling apart in the relationship. They just immediately gave it to us. Like,
Don't drop your guard entirely. We should assume they are expecting us.
yeah.
You sound thrilled about it.
Eager, old man. Eager to be done with this scum and move on to the next pile of scum.
Infinite scum. Such is the world we live in.
Additionally, if Aya is going into Rome, wouldn't that mean that she will become the next assassin? It's like she builds her Assassin's Creed there. Wouldn't that mean that she's the ancestor of Ezio? That would be cool. But then her body did end up being buried in Egypt, so that's another issue that I have, meaning that there's something different from that.
We have been spotted.
Those flares will summon their navy.
Prepare yourselves.
Obviously, we can't do anything much beyond keep going. Oh,
Here they come.
there's a lot of flares. That's a lot of flares.
Forward, men! Litter the sea with their shattered hulls.
Hold to aim.
Traitors! Ah, la, 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 la.
Wait, what? Oh, brace? I didn't even know that was coming too. Wasn't paying attention. I missed all that. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, again. Man, these guys are just like ruthless. Alright. Reload, reload. There's one more, it looks like, I think. Almost there. It seems like they're behind us or around us here.
If that happens, Foxidas, I will wear seaweed like a siren and sing them myself.
I will hold you to that.
Believe me, you would be sorry. Now let's end this.
I seen one coming.
Another down. There is only one more left for the abyss.
Oh, coming. Ow, damn it, I messed up. Oh no. Alright, we're good, I think. Alright, let's go. Okay, never mind. I thought we were gonna keep going with our sailing.
They set fighter ships upon us!
Fire ships?
Gods.
Does that mean I have to avoid the fire ships?
They'll hit us.
We are overwhelmed!
Oh my.
Hell ships are too many!
We
What do you
must
mean?
hit them before they reach us. They'll doom us if they strike us. Take them down.
Are these really
Fire
just...
ships front!
I don't get it. Why the hell is this a threat, though? How is this a threat, though?
Give them hell of a chance! Don't you have it! Incoming!
Oh, ah! Still got us. Only one of them. It's only one of them. Don't worry.
More fighter ships close! By the gods, they're everywhere!
Oh my goodness. How many more are there? And there's one that are active, too. God dang it.
Fire ships left!
Oh, jeez. I can't... Okay, let me sail forward at least.
Need more speed!
Alright, here comes the thing. Okay, there we go. We missed. Ah, son of a gun. Ugh. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, okay, okay. I see some coming, but I can't really gauge how much longer. Okay. It seems like they're gonna constantly attack us until the fireboats get to us, but then again, I don't know. Oh, ow. Alright, race! Alright, all the fireboats are gone. Oh, we got it. Oh, there we go. Oh, jeez, come on. The timing is so off for me. Oh, shoot. I hate this because I can't move it or steer it away. Oh, jeez. Okay, I got it. Alright, I see it. Speed up ahead. That way. There we go. Jesus. Ram. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Alright, the guy is running for it. There we go. Where?
Do we have the firepower to deal with this?
I can't see how. With our fleet dispersed and our allies gone, we're undone!
Man up, you old sodlick! Save your bloody ship!
Another fleet there! Blast! Jove's pissing on our heads from the peak of Olympus!
No! It's Brutus and Cassius!
Really?
And our catapults with them! Put them to use! Praise!
Alright, there we go. I see where the Armada is. Let's go.
Don't fear this beast. She's a great and girthy whale, but will dart around their bulk like minnows in a pond.
You weren't a bird in your youth, were you, Fox?
God dang it.
Oh, I should have been, I think. A philosopher too. What we should have been. A million things, Aya.
You must write your memoirs one day.
I may just do. And if you'll promise to sneak one copy into the library, I'll let you live on. Surely this chapter will be the most widely read of all.
Oh, jeez, come on, really? The second one is like shooting at us already. Alright, well. Messed up. Didn't mean to do that first. I'm trying to aim for the first ship, but it's like impossible almost. Alright, well that's... Oh, there's the arrows. 2 and 3. Oh, no, there's 6 instead. And then the 6th one. Here we go. Freaking people these days. Alright, go. We need to hit the other side. What the heck? Oh, there's the other guys surrounding us already. Come on. There's another one coming in at us right here. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't really care much now at this point. I need to just get him right here. There we go. One more. Oh, jeez. Ah. Oh, jeez. Here comes another one. Ow. Ow. Ah. Okay, whatever. There we go. This should be it. No, not yet. Really? Oh, there we go. We're good.
Galley speed! Let's go! Galley speed!
Go. Ow. The collision course is like really bad. The boats are slowly disappearing. Oh, jeez. Didn't realize they were shooting at us right there and then. There we go. Alright. Damaged a bit there, not too much. let's follow up with their stuff, I guess. No, I wanted to shoot at the thing. Come on. Shoot better. There we go. There we go. And firebomb. Get out of here. Guys, get out of here. Woo! We took him out, but we didn't have any help, to be honest. We literally had no help.
Let it rain! Down, you demons, into the sea!
Damn, Aya.
Hey, you slackers! Form up with the rest! Today, we sail together!
What port are you taking us to?
There's a town called Antium I'd like to try. Lots of merchants sail in and out of there. Should be safe for you. From there, it's a half-day's ride to Rome.
Ah, we have to literally... Oh, don't tell me I have to explore another section of the game's maps or something, I guess. Well, there is another section, a whole different region, but that's for a DLC called The Hidden Ones, I think. I think it's the Hidden Ones DLC. I forget which DLC it is. It's either the Hidden Ones or I forgot what the other DLC's name was, but... Alright, let's see what's up. Rome Theater of Pompeii.
It's only a matter of days before Caesar will officially become a tyrant.
There he is.
Oh my.
The people love you, Caesar. You're a god.
The Senate will not bow so easily.
A parliament of clucking hens. Let me be your wolf.
It's funny because Flavius is dead and the plan failed for the Templars there. Now it's up to...
Go. Do nothing until I give the signal.
Alright. So it seems like we're gonna have to fight Septimius again. But as Aya. Again, I'd rather it be Bayek than Aya because I don't have the equipment for her to be stronger than she was. Or as she is. That's the hard part. I don't have the right equipment for her. I don't have the proper equipment for her. Oh, he has a flaming morning star now.
So Caesar is the king of the order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
Ow. Wow, it's the Apple of Eden bullcrap again, isn't it?
The order is greater than Rome.
Why do you have to make this game harder, though? That's the only other issue, I think.
Make me understand why murder is just.
I command. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome.
Oh.
Feels good to side with winners.
I don't know.
We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you.
Ah. Damn it! This is like more like Mortal Kombat or something. I swear it. I swear it's like Mortal Kombat almost.
You have no honor. You stole everything from me.
I am a Gabinian.
Ooh, jeez. Okay.
Scurry away, little one. You should have taken your chance to drop off the map.
Flavius isn't here to save you this time, Septimius. No Roman deals will be made.
Ah. Ah, son of a gun. Well, it's a little bit easier, I guess. Unlike the other time when they did it to me. Alright, Septimius. Whatever, you do. I guess a little bit of the abilities from Bayek's side is actually on her, pretty much. Ow. Gotcha. There we go. There we go. We got him. I guess it was a lot easier. Yeah, I guess I was wrong a little bit. Oh, there's Septimius about to die.
My son's heart. For your life.
Was revenge everything you hoped? You and the Magi shall drench the sheets with your sweat tonight.
This stuff.
With the Order, I served them and your beloved Egypt. And I'll be rewarded in the afterlife. An eternity of drinking and whoring with my brothers.
The only thing that waits for you is oblivion.
Kind of
For
true,
your name,
actually.
Your order, and the rotting corpses of your Gabignani.
Pretty true.
Up devour your fetid heart.
Who are these three, though? These three people are just randomly there with the Egyptian mask. I'm a little weirded out by those three, though. Alright, the Jackal's down.
With the rest of the Senate.
Alright, so now it's time for Caesar's 50 stabs by the Senate. I know that for certain. You know why? Because literally we're in Rome, and literally he's going into the Senate to please them. But in actuality, they're not going to be pleased anyway, so... Whoop-de-doo-dah. Okay, I made a mistake. You didn't tell me too early. You told me pretty late. Okay. I'm actually out of arrows, I think, right? Yeah, I'm out of arrows though. Alright, well. There goes that. I can't heal, dude. Can I heal? Oh, jeez. Oh, you're hitting no one, honestly. Okay. Can I hit this guy? Yeah, there we go. And can I heal out of this? Nope, I cannot heal. I'm about to go down, pretty much. I think my goal is just to get to the area, isn't it? So... I'm just gonna run for it. I'm gonna run for it. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. I'm gonna freaking die, probably. Who knows? Oh, jeez. Oh, wow, that's a really interesting dodge. I'm just gonna get in there as fast as possible, though. We'll see what happens. Ow! Okay. Get out of conflict. Well, I'm gonna try to, I guess, by trying to get out of here, but I can't get the freaking climbing going, because apparently they don't let me climb. Alright. Man, look at all those guards, though. I'm gonna probably get caught still. Oh, come on. Look at how much people there is. You think I can even get away from this easily? Come on. I wonder how long it's gonna take for them to, like, literally back off. Alright, well, they're starting to slowly forget about where I'm at, so... I like how they're gonna start searching the same area that I was in. Alright, I'm gonna have to start dodging them at least. I need to really start dodging some of these guys from walking to my way. Alright, well, this is the fastest way to kind of end this particular part, I hope. We'll see what happens then. But it looks like the other two guards are walking away. Alright, better quickly walk over here, though. Alrighty. Sweet! Best way to stealth fast. Just forget that the enemies are there. Make the enemies forget that you're there. Hopefully we can get in. Yes, we can. The best way of escaping all the dangers. Hide the hell until you frickin' get in there. Alright, cool. They need to fight. Because I knew Aya can't fight with, like, the weapon tools that I would like. Like, she doesn't carry the tools I like, actually. So I prefer it being my own. Oh wow! So she actually donned a sort of more assassinary color.
Only this, that you join with me in building a new Rome.
A Rome with you as king?
Let Caesar speak!
We want a Rome that offers justice, peace, and land to all its citizens, not just the privileged few.
You are just as privileged as I.
I am not dictator for life.
An honor bestowed upon me by the people of Rome. Would you have me refuse such a gift?
We would have you think of Rome before yourself.
I will unite the Republic. Senatus Populusque Romanus. For the Senate and the people of Rome.
Republic? You speak of republic while coveting a crown?
Marcus Antonius offered me the crown at the Lupercalia festival. I refused it.
And what a pretty play it was! You don't need a crown. They have made you a god.
Mark me, Gaius Cassius Longinus. Support me in my dreams for Rome, and old divisions will be forgotten.
Senators, the war is over!
The drums of dissent have reached a fever pitch.
Rome will not be a monarchy again.
It seems Brutus would start a revolution. But against what, my friend? We desire the same things.
How can you say that when you have raised yourself so far above the people?
I speak for the people.
You have seized the rights of the citizenry.
No. The people infused with fear and blinded by patriotism offered up all of their rights to their leader and did it gladly so.
Who made you leader of Rome?
Ooh.
The eternal city herself.
I don't know.
Caesar will not be reasoned with. Senators, we still have a voice in this forum.
I will hear your complaints.
Caesar deigns to listen. Romans rejoice.
Alright, there we go. Well, I know what's gonna happen. So one stab first. And then the rest of them followed in. Yep, there we go. All senators are gonna give at least one stab to him, pretty much.
You too, my child.
He stabbed him in the groin, it looks like.
The tyrant is dead. You are free now.
Alright. Sucks, to be honest, but had to happen because that's what history has told it to be.
Do I know you? You who strikes from the shadows.
Oh, yeah,
the
because
same fate will come to all despots.
In the end, it is impossible not to become what others believe you are. And I was a god!
There is a new creed now.
Yeah! Rome is eternal!
She will never fall to you or your kind.
Sadly, they did.
It is not given, Caesar. It is taken.
True. Very true. That's what Caesar wanted. He wanted to take the control, or freedom from, he wanted to take freedom away from Rome by covering it up as, like, the people and the Republic, or, as a Republic.
Caesar.
Oh, crap! That's the first time they actually used that, too. Or this is, like, way before, Altair's time, obviously. And also Ezio's time. It is who I think it is. Uh-oh.
Do you know what you've done? Caesarion would have sat on the throne of Rome.
Listen to the cries in the streets. They call you a dead tyrant's whore.
I am still your queen.
You are a queen of liars and snakes. I fought for you for 5 years. Our people worshipped you. Apollodorus died for you, for Egypt.
For Egypt? I am Egypt!
Not anymore.
Then be the ruler our people deserve. Or nothing will save you from my blade across your throat.
True.
You are the last of the pharaohs.
And that's also very true. Not only that, not only that, at this point, Cleopatra's supposed to be sort of wedded to the second in command for Caesar. So by this point, she doesn't even give a dang about the fact that Caesar died, because she kind of moved on pretty much at that point. In a weird way, she moved on, but she didn't it wasn't straight out obvious that it happens, but it happens anyways. Oops. But it's just, I don't know. It just feels kind of awkward still a little bit. I mean, the 50 stabs, or the senator stabs, I think it was another 50 stabs. I don't know if it's 50 stabs. I don't even know. I don't know I don't have the true accuracy of the history of that, but I understand that stabbing thing was actually truly what's happened, which is fine. Like, that's pretty obvious. But then again, I don't know. Don't know if some of these information is true or not. So Aya dies in Rome, and then her body gets brought back to
Bayek.
Egypt.
Caesar has been assassinated. Septimius is also dead. I have founded a bureau in the middle of Rome. Yet, no one knows of our existence. Like Amun, we are the hidden ones.
No.
I believe in you.
No. I hate this rule. This rule was stemmed from this part too? Are you kidding me? It's probably because
The irony of freedom. We are free of each other, yet it brings me no happiness. We must move forward. Remain in our tempest of blood poetry. Despite it all, we dance, and they die. From darkness we have come, and in darkness we shall stay. Humans are not meant to last forever. But this creed will. The creed is the only immortal thing in the world.
Quiet, kid. Seems like we have a lot of assassins to train. Slow down. Ooh.
Go home. You're free.
That is so random. Go home. You're free. After seeing him assassinate the guy or the lady. I'm guessing this kid wants to be like us.
I don't want to go home by myself. I'm scared.
Should we take him to the bureau?
Maybe.
No.
Where's your parents?
I'll take you home.
Let nothing grieve you beyond measure, for your life is short and time will claim its toll. But I am no longer who I was. I have renounced all love I once had. I have renounced Aya. I have killed Aya. I am now the Hidden One, known as Amunet.
Amunet, okay. So she has a new name on herself, just protecting herself in some sense. I know this is the ending in a sense. Like, this is actually the ending of the game itself. So I wanted to finish up the game in this particular episode because I would like to move on to the expansion DLCs, obviously, after
May
this.
your victories multiply.
Oh, he read the whole letter. He's gonna burn it, probably. Saying that he knows. Sorry for the lag, though. I understand the lag is sort of because of the fact that it's in-game engine. It's like the in-game, like, scenery of the whole land of Egypt here. Assassin's Creed Origins. Wait, the title screen never showed itself throughout this whole game?
Jump.
Papo? Jump. The end. Achievement unlocked. New Game Plus has been unlocked. Aya's letter. The Origins badge unlocked. So many things are unlocking. Oh, so there's no credits. Interesting. There's actually no credits in this game. Wow. I'm getting goosebumps by the fact that that the ending went this weird way of just showing the title card and that's it. Like the title card and that was it. The Hidden Ones Bureau. Oh wait, we have the Bureau now. You can now access the Hidden Ones Bureau. In Memphis, unique items are available in the Bureau shop. So I've been kind of okay, let me go here. Septimius, pause and read that a little bit because literally it happened. And then there's Aya's letter. Or Amunet now is what she called herself. Alright. Well, I mean, I'm glad she's doing well. The Hidden Ones and the Curse of the Pharaohs. There we go. Curse of the Pharaohs are the other one that is the secondary expansion. This actually deals with being in a different region, I think. Or if not a different region, then maybe a different like version of Egypt in some ways, because it probably is further into the future in a sense, I feel like. So basically in the end everybody became an assassin just because of one influence of one little influence of Aya and Bayek, just because of the two just deciding to say, hey, let's design ourselves a new creed. I mean, let me actually okay, I'll end the episode. The next episode, I'll show up with the... actually, no. Maybe we can do the credits here first. Oops, sorry.
And now the Herald of Ta is laid to rest.
Alright, let me go ahead and move out of here, and... Alright. I'll end the episode as soon as I finish the credits here. So let's play the credits here. Alright, so... Apparently, we can play the credits on our own, then. I'll do that. I don't know if it includes the DLC credits, but hopefully it includes everything else. We can also speed it up if we feel like it. But I'm going to use this as a chance to talk about how I feel about Assassin's Creed Origins as of this point in time for the game. Because I want to actually have some time to talk about it, because there's a lot to talk about, I feel like. Because I've played this game for about 84 parts as of this episode. This is the 84th episode, I think. So I've played this for many hours already. Maybe 100 at this point, I feel like. I played every spec of side quests. I've played every spec of side activity and objective, although I didn't finish all of them, and I didn't finish all these side quests. I'm doing most of them at least. We finished the main game, obviously, just now, so that's the case of that. So this is based on my thought now. I might have a different thought later. It's similar to every other game I play. Like every time I finish a game, it takes me about maybe a week or more to really drum up with a new opinion that I actually am satisfied of thinking. Sometimes I just have a very immediate thought about how I feel about this game, and that's what usually happens with these episodes or with these series. When I reach to an end to a game, I kind of don't have a full understanding of how I feel. I just feel right now, and then later I'll think about more and then know how much I do feel about this thing. And this still confirms my suspicion of how the game still misses out on a lot of the assassinary things. Although I did say I stated my thoughts to my roommate at one point. My roommate said like, hey, finish the game, then you can say whatever you want to say. And I was like, I wasn't done with this game, obviously. I was like a 3/4 of the way or so, or something like that with this game. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll finish this game. Maybe we might see something that actually enforces the assassinary things versus the context of being an assassin. I didn't want the context of how the assassins came to be. I want it to be told throughout the whole action of what the characters were doing. That was the problem I had throughout the whole game. It's that every action felt more of a warrior doing its stuff instead of an assassinary thing. But I mean, again, I kind of also need to think back, because a lot of the games in the past with Assassin's Creed have been a little bit more fighting involved, but there's still a bit more stealth. Like there was enforced stealth. This one had no enforcement of stealth. This one had a stealth or fight kind of style, and it was a little bit of an issue for me to think about when it came to keep constantly playing it further. Is that idea is the Assassin's Creed is kind of disappearing slowly throughout this whole game so far, and it was kind of hit or miss. I mean, there we go. It's not escaping, but it's just slowly just disappearing in a way, and it's becoming more of like the it's sort of becoming sort of like a real RPG kind of game, an action adventure RPG, which is fine. It is gearing that into direction, and it's a good direction to gear towards. But the problem is that there will be a point where it becomes less assassinary, where assassinary is like more stealth and less fighting, and then it's more like it gears less towards the stealth this time around, and it's like you can do the whole thing on stealth and everything. And you can just kind of like not kill anyone and just stealth your way. Well, actually, no, you have to kill some people. But like some people, some places you don't have to fight your way through. But obviously, there's just so many times where I'm just feeling like I'm more likely just fighting than just stealth actionary. Even if I'm good at stealth, I feel like people are bound to get caught up with the fighting no matter what. And even the ways that they quote unquote assassinate people, some of them actually include like things like fighting, like literally just fighting those enemies, and like sword to sword fighting, not like hidden blade to the person's head kind of thing. And that was the number one issue for me that I felt that plagued this game's idea of being an assassin and being in an Assassin's Creed. And of course there was no Assassin's Creed to begin with. It had to end with one in order to give itself that title. And so that makes sense that the title at the end came up right then and there. But again, that whole point of the whole game is gone without the purpose of having a creed to fall under. Although I am kind of curious who made up the wordings of the creed, because I know the creed didn't start off with the wordings. They did start off the Roman version. As I mentioned, Aya probably didn't fall in love, obviously, so she definitely didn't have any offsprings like the offsprings for Ezio, so that makes sense then that nothing happened there. But her influence from her perspective influenced the characters of the future of what Rome has to be with assassins, I'm assuming. So maybe the Requiesce got in Pace is that wording came out of what Aya did, and so she did that to the best of her ability. Maybe the symbol also came up with the little sand imprints that Aya had, or maybe Bayek created it himself, who knows. I mean, at the same time, there was no good context to show off how they came to the conclusion of doing the symbol, how they came up with the wordings that they were coming up with, how they, assassinate in a way. Like, instead of in Altair's time, they'd use the feather to mark that the person's dead. But then in Assassin's Creed 2, the context of it is that they didn't even use anything to mark that the person is assassinated. They just say word for word saying, hey, I killed the guy. And that's it. They rely on the fact that you just say that. And if that person lied, they obviously would know later on. But that's another thing too. It's like they didn't pull the tradition further beyond Assassin's Creed 1, because the feather thing was still continued further from this game into Assassin's Creed 1. And then Assassin's Creed 2, sorry, I'm kicking my table, I'm moving around. In Assassin's Creed 2, they quit doing it, and they didn't do the feather thing. Or maybe they did, but I forget. But somewhere along the lines of Assassin's Creed 2 is when they stopped doing the feather thing to mark the symbol of, like, we already assassinated the guy, or girl, or whatever it is. But in general, it's just... yeah, my problem still stands. It's not an Assassin's Creed game. It's more of a Warriors Creed game, I feel like. It should be more of a Warriors Creed kind of thing rather than Assassin's Creed at this point. But I mean, I know some people might disagree, and that's fine. I'm not saying that I'm correct in this standpoint, but this is my thought process of how I feel. I mean, sure, assassins are at the end showing up and coming together and then training each other in a sense, and the ways you can take out these people, it could be stealth-wise, and that could make up for whatever the assassinary thing is. But at the same time, there's not a lot of the old-school stealth features that they used to have, and I miss those kind of things, even though they were more difficult than this game. But it just stands that they really want to make it into a real RPG where you can actually choose which one you want to do, and that's fine too as well. I like that kind of game, those kind of games where you get to choose between stealth or action, or just forced into action in a sense, because I know that this game had a lot more action oriented things versus stealth throughout the whole game, I feel like. But overall, that's what I thought about the story context, the theming, I would call it. Not the moral theming, but just like the idea of the game's theming behind the title itself only. Egypt was great, honestly. The whole backdrop setting was great. I really love the fact that they used Egypt this time around. Really unexpected, though, that they went backwards into time just to cover up whatever happened here, so that it can lead up to to Assassin's Creed 1. So that would be a lot later, I feel like. Jesus, what's wrong with the credits? Is literally went haywire. It's just like it's like going up and down quickly for some reason. I don't know what it is. I'm assuming this is something with the thing that they were doing with this, I think. Yeah, I just feel like it's just jittering some of the stuff. I'm guessing they don't care much about the credits anymore than it should be, maybe. I think this is also the DLC stuff, because it looks like there's some DLC stuff being attached to this one. So I think that I'll probably not see the credits in the Assassin's Creed DLC stuff, so we'll see what happens then. Yeah, so the level and everything was pretty cool. I really liked the fact that there was a bit of hidden stuff and all that jazz that were placed everywhere in the whole map. Although there were a lot of empty, barren parts to the level and the world itself, it just feels kind of harsh to come about thinking about the level itself. I think there's a lot to the level that there's a lot to this level that makes this game really interesting, and I like that about it. Additionally, there was the RPG mechanics that I really like too, as well, like the idea of branching trees and stuff like that. That's a really cool thing. And the level mechanics is new to this kind of game, because there was no level progression in the last game. And like in Syndicate, that was the last one before Origins, obviously. In Syndicate, there was levels based on armor, I think, or the equipment you're wearing, versus here it's like less of that but more of your actual like level experience and points and like that. But then it also comes down to a little bit of an issue too, is making the game less grindy, and I think that's another thing I feel like, because I did all the side quests, but it doesn't say how other people have played it, where some people don't even go through a single side quest and they just literally just grinded their way up to the top to get to whatever, because they don't like side quests, let's say. And they're just going around hunting or assassinating like people, or hunting animals, whichever it is. But like, obviously, it seems like they geared towards making you do side quests no matter what. And if you don't do those side quests, they're not gonna award you with the things you really need to survive. Especially when you have to fight the Falake. The Falakes are so freaking everywhere, and that's gonna be a pain in the butt for anybody who actually hasn't had the right equipment, the right levels, and the right abilities to fight off these kind of Falake stuff. And so it's a bit of an issue, I think, that if they were to make it a bit more RPG-ish, it's going to be a problem, because they need to always balance it constantly until the very end of the production or the post-production of this game. So it's another issue with that kind of being in mind that I'm worried about with this game as well, because I didn't experience too much of a grindiness. I felt more like, if I'm not ready, I'll just do another side quest. Or if I'm not ready, I'll just do the main quest. And I'll come back to this later and see if I can catch it up. And a lot of the times, it's always gated by the level that you're not making. And it makes sense that it's gated, but at the same time, it just makes no sense to give the player a choice when the choice is blocked by the level itself as well. That's another issue in itself that I felt was there in this game. And like in the past Assassin's Creed, there was like not a single gate. The only gate you have to pass was finishing parts of the story that you did not get to, and that was fine. That wasn't a justified blockage. But this one is not justified any further beyond having enemies stronger than you, and that's another issue that I don't like about this game a little bit, is that it may gate you from exploring the world any further as well, because of your levels being a lot lower. Some regions even tell you what levels you need to be between in order to get into the area and survive whatever is in there. And that's another issue as well, I think, is hard to design around, is just that the world shouldn't be gated by how strong people are around you, but more of like how certain things are needed to be around that area to guide that player to go into that direction of going in there. And that's another thing I'm just worried about as well with this game, that just came up when as I think about it now, that levels are just not necessary sometimes, but I think it makes sense to have them. It's just, I don't know, it's just, I feel kind of mixed about that a little bit. I'm not sure. I might need some more thought about that when it comes to thinking about the regionary blockage and the missionary blockage, because of the fact that they they kept it as is for that reasoning. I didn't hear a single music. Sound effects were pretty cool, I guess. The UI and stuff like that. I like the way when they award you, or when you level up, you get the feedback of the side effect of like the person glowing and then exploding with gold dust. But at the same time, I don't. Yeah, I just kind of feel like that thing also is good, but it's kind of weird. Maybe instead would be like having an animus effect or something, like a glitchy effect, like and then the Bayek would be like, I'm stronger now. I'm stronger now. It's like some weird glitchiness, like Watch Dogs with the first Watch Dogs when they like do the whole black and white lines kind of thing that just like form up around the character's body and just like make it into like, because it's an animus thing. It's not we're not playing the game to become a game. We're not playing Bayek as a game character. We're playing Bayek as we're controlling him to be in the animus, and that makes more sense if it was like an animus effect versus I want to make you feel good effect. Kind of want to make you feel like this is the greatest thing in the world. That's what I feel is another thing, is that they skimped out on a little bit of the style of what Assassin's Creed should be like, and then they just skimped out with it by putting in normal effects that you can see in other games, in RPGs and other regular games that you would normally see in other games, that may or may not make sense to the game's like progression or feedback style of things, or like sending out like the way to tell the player that you leveled up or something like that. Like, it makes sense in Witcher 3. Like I played a lot of Witcher 3, and I compared this game to Witcher 3 because they both are equally big, and they both equal like a lot of like storytelling. Like, they both have really good storytelling. This one has a lot of good side quest storytelling, and the main quest storytelling is a bit okay. It's not the worst, obviously, but it's alright over there. But Witcher 3, on the one hand, is like way better with the storytelling. But at the same time, it made sense every time you get awarded by finishing those quests. Like, you're like, boom. Like, you have the drums and the lady singing because it's built in. It's like very to the taste and the style of the game. This, however, with the level up system, had a little bit of a chance to do so, but it didn't do it. Instead, it just did with a gold dust explode in your screen with yellow dustness, and then that's it. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I leveled up. Great, awesome. I felt good, sort of, somewhat felt good, and I was like, but does it feel like an assassinary, upgrade in a sense? Like, does it feel that way? I don't even know. All right, let me fast forward this, anyways. Oh wow, it actually is a toggle. This is a toggle of the thing. I'm sorry, I'm just toggling. There's so many people who worked on this game, which is great too. At the same time, like, they have a lot of work in it, and I mean, this game took 2 years, obviously, and Origins took 2 years. Odyssey took 1 year, but it's built on the same engine of Origins, I feel like. And then I don't know what their next game is, but it looks like it's going to be in a 2-year cycle, so that's good too, that they're taking a break from releasing another Assassin's Creed game this year of 2019 and moving it to 2020 somewhere in time. I don't know when, but we'll see what happens then, because I'm looking forward to whatever's next after Origins or after Odyssey. And it also gives me time to finish up Odyssey if I can. I don't think I'm going to finish Odyssey in time, considering that it's a much more bigger game probably than this one. Although I don't know exactly how I'm going to feel about it when it comes to it, though. So yeah, we'll see about that. We'll figure that out as we go into that particular in that particular way. Yeah, this thing is going to keep going, isn't it? Oh my. It's a lot of people. I'm assuming this is also including all of the people from the DLCs as well, because this is like nutty as heck. Oh my god, I understand why the credits are just so long. I don't know any of these people at all, but hopefully one day I might meet some of these guys. But I don't know. What else is there? What else is there to talk about for the game so far as of this point? The weapon system, the equipment stuff is pretty good, I guess. It's not too bad. Kind of a little bit odd that you have to upgrade them with materials, I guess, or with money, I mean. I don't know, because they have like certain gears to upgrade your stats, and then there's certain gears to upgrade your ability to fight in a way that's with that weapon's damaging or power or whatever it is, like the level of the weapon. Like, if anything, it's like a system within a system. It's like an equipment system and then a gear system, and then on top of that is your own level progression system. And I'm like, and then one of them requires material, one of them requires money, one of them requires action in the world. Like, there's so much to keep up with, but it's really fun to have that kind of style because it gives a lot of good complexities to the game, and I really like that too as well. The complexity matches up the power of like trying to figure out the game sort of like being good and such like that. So it's really cool that that's the case. I'm gonna speed it up some more. Human resources, nice. Finances, IT, cool. Oh, this is the other V-AXYS from the other countries. Budapest, Kiev, the Philippines, nice. Shanghai, cool. International HQ, okay. Production, okay. Financial, okay. It's interesting. I'm just like looking through this whole thing quickly as possible because it's like it's extending this video for way too long, which I didn't want to go for. I wanted to like end it where I could talk more, but it seems like I'm already out of words to speak about this game's like things. Is this worth the buy? I would like, if you're asking me if it's worth the buy for this game, I think this game is worth the amount of money of $60. Honestly, when it first came out, it's a good cost to buy it at $60, and adding on the expansion packs, I feel like this game can actually last you probably like 2 years of play, I guess. Like, if you take your time, it could last you 2 years of playing this game, and you don't have to even go further into the next Assassin's Creed, which is Odyssey. And that's another issue that I'm scared of, is that if you want to have players to be caught up, people are most likely not going to catch up until the price of certain Assassin's Creed to be like a lot lower. So that's another issue in itself, because I was able to catch up with Assassin's Creed Origin. Yeah, I caught up with the Origins. I finished Syndicate on my YouTube channel. I finished Rogue. I finished up 1, 2, and Brotherhood pretty easily because I finished them before too as well. Like before the YouTube channel stuff, I finished it once, and I was able to catch up to whenever the next Assassin's Creed was gonna, come out. But this one, it seems like it's a lot more with the side quests, and so it drags the game a lot further into the game as well. So it most likely will slow a majority of players down if they're still playing Origins, or that this game can last long enough to play through in order to like, if you take your time, of course. But if you take your time and you spent 2 years waiting, you can probably finish this, and then by this time when you finish this with the expansion packs and all that jazz, A, it's worth your time and money. B, it will give you the chance to finally wait until Odyssey gets really cheap, obviously. Or not really cheap, sorry. Not emphasizing that it will be really cheap, but it will be cheap enough for us to buy, in a sense. AKA Ultimate Edition, not Gold Edition. If you plan on purchasing that version, like I am going to be, hopefully. It will give us enough time to build up that content to catch up to that. And then we'll see whatever bugs and fixes are happening there. It's like gone and done. And that Ubisoft would move on to the next project, obviously, by that point, and then we'll be like caught up, semi caught up. And I really don't like it, but I really like it at the same time because it gives that player a chance to sort of get done with this game. And I mean, I'm one of those people who are just taking the time to just finish this game. Not saying that I wanted to take my time, but it's just because there's so much content, I can't really, because I had to make sure my stats are stronger than whatever is provided in the game itself. And so it's really hard for me to finish this game if I'm trying to grind my way through or finish side quests to power myself up quickly to get my way through into this game better. And that's why this game is so slow for me, is that it has that RPG mechanic that just forces people to keep constantly going until they finish the game. And some people may not even beat the main stuff, as I mentioned. Like, that's the reason why as well, gaining the way of levels is a little bit difficult, because they might force you to do side quests anyways, so you can be stronger than whatever they need of you for that particular main mission. and that's another issue I think that is by itself needs to be addressed if there's any needed there. But I'm glad I did all the side quests before I went into, or did a lot of the side quests before I get into like the main stuff, obviously. Oh, finally, we're almost to the end. Because whenever you see legal stuff like these, you know it's near the end. Unless there's another set of people coming up with... Imagine there's like another set of like menus. Square Enix. Oh yeah, the Final Fantasy 15 content is in this game. I forgot about that. To copy, duplicate, or reproduce this program. That's fine. I'm not going to do that. I'm just recording. Alright, cool. Finally. Alright, thank you guys for watching. That's it for this episode for now. This is the ending of Assassin's Creed Origins. This is technically me just saying, hey, we're done with the game, the main part of the game. So anybody who doesn't want to see the main game, that's this episode. This is the last one for the main game stuff. Or not all of the main game stuff. I feel like there's probably a bit more side quests to deal with. I still have yet to do the Falake thing. Let me go up here. Yeah, so there's one more Falake thing we need to deal with, which will be in the next episode, obviously. And then after the Falake thing, we're going to be moving into finding out the rest of the Bayek's Promise. And some of these other things we need to do as well are here, too. Because the hidden animus thingy-mabobber from the tombs are also missing. And I really want to get them done, too, as well. So that will be another one I really want to do. That's a white question mark, I believe. Alright, but yeah, we're gonna be hunting down for some of the stuff we need to get to, which is probably Bayek's Promise and stuff like that. I want to get some of the smaller side quests done before moving into the actual DLCs. Yeah, I'm probably gonna hunt down some of these golden question marks for Bayek's Promise. And hopefully some other things, but we'll see what happens then, because I don't know exactly what to do, or not what to do. I don't exactly know when I will be finished with some of these things, but hopefully we will. But this marks the end of the main mission, obviously, the main game's story quest. So if you're not interested in the story quest, or if you're not interested for the side quest stuff, obviously I'll be moving into that for the next episode. Hopefully the next episode only, but if it takes a couple more episodes, we'll take it to just get Bayek's Promise done. But yes, the next thing is this, and then Bayek's Promise, which is the last thing. And then once we're done with all that, we got just these 4 left to deal with. I'm gonna probably skip out on the trials though, because I think they're just timed events that just gives me free XP or free money, just because, or quest items for some other things that I don't know much about. I'm assuming I'll probably have to do them eventually, so we'll see. We'll see what happens then. But other than that, yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode or another video of mine. And hope you guys have a great, amazing day, week, night, whenever watching this. And that hopefully we'll finish this game faster once we get to it. But we may never know, I guess. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. So Roz out.